The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Welcome to Championship Wrestling presented by West Coast Pro Wrestling. I am Bimbo Jimbo Kincaid, coming to you once again out of my home in San Francisco, as we're all still, of course, dealing with the coronavirus pandemic, and I hope you all are well today. And I am thrilled to bring you Championship Wrestling action. On today's program, you will see outlandish Zicky Dice, my broadcast partner, the timeless one, Levi Shapiro, and in our main event, a can't-miss Falls Count Anywhere match between Heather Monroe and Lacey Ryan. All that and more on today's Championship Wrestling. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Long Beach, California, weighing in at 180 pounds, he is the coldest wrestler on the planet, Ice Williams.
Ice Williams been making waves here. Caught the eye of Jamie Iovine, who offered that business card, offered him an offer that perhaps Ice Williams can't refuse. Jamie Iovine was scheduled to join us here on commentary, maybe to further scout Ice Williams as a client, and nowhere to be found.
I don't know what's going on, TK. It's a bit unprofessional on the part of Jamie Iovine. He's supposed to be here right now.
Kind of like the remainder of the upper class. They're nowhere to be found anymore.
And introducing his opponent from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 175 pounds, Danny Limelight Rivera.
Danny Limelight Rivera was recently returning from injury, that nasty separated shoulder. Got a big victory over Steven Tresario, back to his winning ways. But I'm sure we'll get a look at that separated shoulder. He's got that nasty protrusion, but not stopping him with that New York state of mind. I asked him about the injury. He just looked at me quite frankly and said, hey, Kennelly, forget about it.
I'll tell you what, you got two young stars, TK, who are clearly on the rise. Obviously, a lot of momentum for both of them, and I think this is a key matchup in terms of who will ascend even higher in the ranks.
Yeah, two top contenders. Nice takedown there by Ice Williams in the opening seconds. Not joined at the moment by our colleague Blake Bulletproof Troop to make way for Jamie Iovine, who was supposed to join us on commentary. Again, sorry fans, not here at the moment, but Tuck Kennelly, Jeff Resnick here for the call of the action. Big matchup. They could have championship implications down the line, because you just figure this to be a breakout year for either or both of these two.
100% TK. And again, it's two of the stars here in Championship Wrestling, two of our most athletic competitors that we have in this promotion.
No question about it. And Ice Williams, part of that PP3 tournament as well. Danny Limelight Rivera would have been if he hadn't suffered that injury that put him on the shelf. And
who knows how far Danny Limelight could have gone, in that tournament. But speaking of Ice Williams, he's got that very nice headlock on Danny Rivera. Ice Williams recently in that six-man tag team matchup, a little different attitude, TK.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and kind of got left to the wolves by his teammates at the time. But here we go. Look at this beautiful cradle here. Keeping it fundamental, looking for the early win, catches him nicely with the drop kick, does Rivera, looking for the victory. Impressive it would be. Great action back and forth. These guys were trading some barbs on social media, both guys talking some trash, and now they're trading strikes.
Well, both men with a chip on their shoulder, but in terms of that chip on their shoulder, I think Ice Williams, is the guy who's got a little bit of an attitude problem, TK. Seems that way. I don't mean to, it kind of seems that way.
No question about it. Danny Limelight Rivera saying he's fighting for his family as well. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, look at that shot by Ice Williams. Ice Williams it just kind of seems like Ice Williams is all about Ice Williams. You know what I mean, TK?
Well, you got to look out for number one, and Ice Williams is looking out for himself, and we got to see if will he try and propel his career. Jamie Iovine managed champions. Royce Isaacs, television champion, Heritage champion at one point, double platinum. But again, Iovine, I don't know where he is. Maybe watching the monitor in the back. But again, Rivera with that nice counter elbow.
Watch out
here! Incoming!
Tell you what, Limelight Rivera, not afraid to fly.
Yeah, Rivera has done some stunt work in Hollywood. Big time dive there. We'll be back after this. What action?
Broken air conditioner? That could be a $4,400 bill you weren't expecting. Fridge on the fritz? That could cost you $2,500. Get the First American Home Warranty Plan. And when a covered item breaks, call or click. That's it. And we'll repair or replace it for you. We have plans that cover air conditioning, most appliances, plus heating, plumbing, electrical systems, and much more. Plans start as low as $25 a month. Why let a major system or appliance breakdown bust your budget or go through the hassle of trying to find trustworthy service people?
More than our money's worth.
You save a lot of money.
It's a big savings.
Last year alone, we saved our customers over $140 million. Don't wait until it's too late and you're stuck with a huge repair bill.
If you don't have First American Warranty, get it.
Call 1-800-973-5886 for a free, no-obligation quote.
Attention! If you've had a hernia surgery after 2006 and suffered from serious side effects such as infection, chronic pain, organ damage, mesh shrinkage, or mesh migration, you could be eligible for financial compensation. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte right now at the number on your screen. Ethicon, a subsidiary of Johnson & Johnson, has withdrawn its PhysioMesh flexible composite mesh from the market. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte immediately at the number on your screen or visit meshjustice.com now.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services by Philip Georges. Do not stop taking prescriptions without consulting a physician.
Attention! The heartburn medication Zantac has been linked to cancer.
The FDA has called for the popular over-the-counter heartburn medication Zantac to be pulled from the market. If you were diagnosed with cancer and were a daily user of Zantac, call attorney Philip Georges and join the Wolf Pack right now. Zantac may have caused your cancer.
I'm attorney Phil Georges. If you or a loved one were a daily user of the heartburn medication Zantac and were diagnosed with cancer, you may be entitled to substantial compensation.
If you were diagnosed with breast, stomach, bladder, kidney, pancreatic, colon, or any type of cancer after using Zantac, call attorney Philip Georges and join the Wolf Pack. You may qualify for a cash award.
Call 1-800-651-2929. That's 1-800-651-2929. 1-800-651-2929.
I'm here to scout greatness, and that's what I do best. Todd, you should know this by now.
Oh, wow, look at this. He was looking for that. He was looking for the symbiote DDT. Nice counter there by Ice Williams. You've certainly had your eye on Williams, offering him the business card. Has a deal been made? What's the status?
You see, I would be amiss to tell you everything that I'm doing, Todd Joseph. What I do in the privacy of my own home is my business. You see, I could not escape watching this show even though I wasn't on it. There's at least one 55-inch TV in every single one of my rooms, and I did catch a few episodes. And the one person that was set aside from every other talent on the roster was Ice Williams, and I'm going to take it.
Going for the cover here.
I can tell you what, Jamie, I just would hope that your professionalism with Ice Williams is a little better than your professionalism with us for being a little late, to be honest.
I'm here, man. I'm here. Why are you bringing up old stuff? I'm here. I'm gracing you guys with my presence. I know you missed me, Todd. I'm going to keep looking at you, all right?
No doubt about it. But let me ask you this. I hate to bring up old stuff, as you called it, as Ice Williams tries to maintain the advantage. Speaking of old stuff, how have you been chatting with Royce Isaacs or Double Platinum and your old colleagues, your old signees?
Cover by Ice?
I don't know them. I don't know. Who are you talking to? See, you're looking in the past, Todd. You're a big historian, I see over here. You like to read.
Inside Cradle now, here by Danny Limelight Rivera. I'm just saying, you seem a little bit distraught after the castle has seemingly crumbled of the upper class.
But covered by ice again.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a good general going back into the barracks and refocusing, rewriting a new battle plan, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. You see, the Lakers were a dynasty. A few years of greatness. They let other people have their fun, but I'm back now, and the fun is over for everybody else on the roster because I'm going to make somebody else famous. I'm going to make somebody else a millionaire, just like myself.
Great action back and forth. Both of these top young stars trading heavy bombs. Big shot by Ice Williams. A frozen rope there takes down Danny Limelight Rivera. Ice Williams looking for another big suplex. Hit one earlier. Another big belly-to-belly suplex into the cover, looking to put him away. What was it about Ice Williams that you gravitated to?
Because everybody... Why is it, Todd? Why is it everybody here is so complacent? Everybody here is just showing up and saying, I'm athletic, give me a shot. And that's not enough where I come from, kid. It's not. Where I come from, you have to be willing to knock down everybody in your path, cut every corner. If it's not working harder, it's working smarter, Todd. And Ice works smart.
Well, Ice Williams, I'll tell you what, on the receiving end of that big kick, TK.
Oh, look at this nimble agility now off the top. Oh, incredible. Maybe you ought to sign Rivera. You ought to take a second look. What a flying clothesline by Limelight. Shining bright in the limelight of Hollywood here. Turned him inside out. Talk about an icebreaker. Williams landed right on his cabeza.
Watch out!
Well, your future meal ticket might go right down the drain. Are you all right? You need a tissue or something? What's with all this sniffling? Why are you sweating? You're
I'm not
sweating profusely. Williams is out. He went limp. So close.
So sweating. I have nothing to sweat about in my life. You follow me on Instagram. You know what kind of life I live, man. Nothing to worry about.
I'll tell you what, Limelight Rivera, he's building momentum with this flurry of offense, TK. And well, what happens, Jamie, if Limelight beats Ice? Where does that put things?
If you talk about what happens to me, nothing happens to me.
Oh, spine buster. Nice counter by Ice Williams.
You spoke too soon, my friend. Ice is back on top, it seems.
Oh, look out here. He's got him in the launch position. Spinning, sit-out, powerbomb, center of the ring. Count to 100. No, Limelight digging down deep, doing it for his family, doing it for his daughter, for everybody that believes in him. Many thought that Rivera would never battle back from injury, but look at him, and he's still in there fighting on.
All the people who believe in him, all 5 of them.
And I don't think he had the body weight down to pin the arms all the way, or this thing would have been over. That is a mistake that you'd have to keep your eye on there, Jamie Ivey.
Wait, watch out, watch out, watch out! Ooh, shot by Williams. Big pump kick. What are we going to see here, TK?
I don't know. He's got him in a torture rack. Look out here.
Ooh, I call that the freezing hammer, my friends. That's a freezing hammer right there.
Is that going to do it? No, somehow, though, digging down deep. I think Ice Williams may be his own worst enemy when it comes to cockiness. That's something you know all about, Ivy.
Okay, was Rocky big before he met Mickey? Was he? He was nothing, all right? As soon as this guy gets touched by my greatness...
Oh, the New York Minute, maybe. Was looking for that Dragon Sleeper. Yeah, but the cockiness of Apollo Creed cost him, didn't it?
One movie.
Whoa. Limelight holding on. Oh! Goodness, right to the back of the head.
Goodness gracious, what a match. Back and forth seesaw action. How bad do these two want it?
We're going to see it, symbiote DDT.
Tornado DDT spiked him. Full mount, that's going to do it. Oh my goodness.
Here is your winner, Danny Limelight Rivera.
This is exactly what I was talking.
I have been throwing down the headset in disgust, saying this is exactly what I was talking about.
Listen, I don't know what Jamie Iovine was talking about here sitting next to us. Very unprofessional. The bottom line is this. Danny Limelight Rivera has the momentum, has the athleticism. What a huge, huge victory over Ice Williams. What a victory.
Standing by, our broadcast colleague.
All right, I am here with your winner, Danny Limelight Rivera. Danny, congratulations. Very great victory. Very phenomenal athleticism. How you feeling, kid?
What's going on, mi gente? I feel good. I feel real good. But I think I see why everybody's talking about Ice Williams. The kid just showed that he's one of the coldest on the roster.
Well, he even had Jamie Iovine out here watching your match.
Look, man, I don't care about Jamie Iovine. I know cold. I'm from New York, and that kid is cold. You just need to do a little less of this and more of this and fight for something that you believe in. Because that's what...
Jamie.
See? People like him that don't fight for nothing.
Well, we'll see what happens in the future. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
Jamie Iovine has brought himself into the ring here, and again, I guess the offer may be still on the table here after the loss. Ice Williams, a hellacious matchup with Danny Limelight Rivera. There you see that business card again of Iovine.
Well, it certainly gives Iovine more influence in terms of, influence over the career.
Oh, look at this, no deal, no deal. Oh, that's cold. Iovine seemed all out of sorts up here in commentary over this thing, and that's not going to do him any favors. More questions than answers. We'll be back.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn about this groundbreaking new CGM technology. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how you can get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and my passion has always been to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. TV has helped MyPillow become the amazing company that it is today. So my employees and I want to thank you with some of our best prices ever. Go to MyPillow.com right now and click on TV specials. You'll get deep discounts on MyPillows, mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regular $89.99 for only $29.99 with your promo code.
Attention Medicare recipients. Are you getting the benefits you deserve? Did you know that with a Medicare Advantage plan, you may also be eligible for benefits such as vision, hearing, dental, including dentures and extractions, and prescription drug coverage? Call the Choice Policy Helpline today and let us help you. The service is free and there's no obligation. Many Medicare Advantage plans include benefits such as gym memberships, rides to medical appointments, and even home modifications like bathroom grab bars. You may also be eligible for plans with $0 premiums, no copays, and no deductibles. With so many options to choose from, Medicare can be confusing. Don't go it alone. Let a licensed insurance agent help you today. Call Choice Policy today to see if you qualify for a Medicare Advantage plan and make sure you're getting the benefits you deserve.
Call 800-239-1406. That's 800-239-1406.
Now that I'm back to championship wrestling from Hollywood, I'm gonna set a few things straight. And I thought, what better, you shut up right now! I thought, what better way than to be honest with all of you. Shut up! You see, at the PP3 Cup, I wasn't sober. But seeing now that I've been sober for 17 minutes,
I want to come clean with all of you. My name is Outlander Zicky Dice, and I'm an addict. I'm addicted to fame and fortune. I'm addicted to championship wins. I'm addicted to being the biggest sensation in all of professional wrestling. And if you think that I'm gonna let some stupid greenhorn get lucky over Zicky Dice, so let's bring out Jordan Clearwater and see if you can do it 2 times in a row, little punk. There he is! Cheer for the idiot! Cheer for him! You're welcome! I'm making you famous right now, kid!
Clearwater scored a victory over Zicky Dice previously, took him out with that Midas touch.
Shut the hell up. You shut your mouth right now. With your pale eyebrows and your pale face. You wish you had blonde hair like Outlandish Zicky Dice. Let's see if you can do it. Oh. This is why I'm the best. I'm gonna put on a little clinic for all of you right now. Hey, you wanna punch me, huh? You wanna slap me in the face?
Oh, Clearwater's hurt enough, guys.
I'll tell you what, this Zicky Dice is an egomaniac, TK.
I'd say actions speak louder than words, and Clearwater, lots of action right now. Drop kick, Zicky Dice rolls to the outside. Zicky Dice saying he's addicted to fame and fortune, championships. Saying to Clearwater, I'm gonna make you famous? Are you kidding me?
Well, this is getting just totally out of control. Of course, we saw Zicky Dice with that right there on the ramp, on that attack on Gentleman Jervis.
Blake, have you ever seen a bigger egomaniac than Zicky Dice? Oh, a low blow, my goodness.
I can't say that I have, but I'm glad to see him getting his butt kicked right now.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Nampa, Idaho, weighing in at 170 pounds, the Lost Cause, Adriel Noctis.
Still can't believe the words and actions of Zicky Dice. Wasn't bad enough that he decimated Gentleman Jervis last week, and then what he tried to do, trying to sucker in Jordan Clearwater, but we switch gears to a top youngster here in Adriel Noctis.
That's right, Adriel Noctis. Big match for him against Levi Shapiro.
Get in there.
Man, a few words here, Howdy Price, and that is a rarity, and that is because 2 opportunities to become the United Television champion for Levi Shapiro, coming up shorthanded both times, and both times due to his former partner, Buddy Royal, guys.
We heard what Buddy Royal said. He basically said, every time you try to cut corners, you try to cheat, I'm going to be there to stop you.
Todd Kennelly, Jeff Resnick, Blake Troop. Blake, it seems as if Levi Shapiro is going to have his head on a swivel, eyes in the back of his head for his former partner at all times.
Either that or he's going to have to play clean, but I don't see that happening.
Drop kick there by Adriel Noctis. We've seen him with a sling blade there, taking down Shapiro. Noctis has been so impressive in tag team action along with the skate park scumbag Sketch, Wasted Youth. Long way down, no nonsense by Shapiro.
Look at that signaling, might have the claw.
Oh man, we saw him load that glove in that United Television Championship match. You gotta wonder if he's got something in there here. Noctis getting to the ropes, and slow to break the hold is Shapiro.
That was the only thing Noctis could do, TK. Get out of dodge there, get to the ropes, get some space between him and Shapiro.
I think Noctis was lucky to preserve his chances in this matchup. You get locked in that claw, and it's usually all over but the shouting snake eyes. He rammed him straight in. What is that going to do to the neck, the trapezius area of Noctis, Blake? Right into the claw. It was a setup.
Absolutely. It's very smart for Levi to be attacking the head and neck before he goes for the claw.
Here
Softening
is
him up to get the
winner,
finish. And there
Levi
it is.
Shapiro.
A dominant win, TK, by Levi Shapiro. Whoa!
And here you go. Buddy Royal out to right the wrongs, saying, I'm not going to let you get away with these shenanigans any longer. You want to bend or break the rules, you're going to have to answer to me.
messing with the bull, and you will get the horns, buddy boy. Where you going? We're just getting started, I thought. You know something, Howdy? You know something? You're real invested in Levi, but your mouth is starting to write checks that his ass can't cash. You know the biggest difference between me and Levi Shapiro is with that loaded glove, you think you can beat me. But if I lock on that royal seal, I know that you're gonna tap out. Best friends make better enemies, Levi, and this is war!
Declaration of war, the former Classic Connection. Looks like they're headed for another Classic collision. More coming your way on Championship Wrestling.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
If the coronavirus can cause this, or this, what's going to happen when the next crisis occurs? Will it lead to this, or even this? What do you think? You think the next devastating economic event is going to be? And what do you think is going to happen to the value of paper currency? That's going to be worth a lot less, which means your savings, retirement funds, your IRAs, they're going to be less too. But you can protect yourself right now by calling Great American Gold. They can help you protect what you have by owning gold and precious metals, because when stocks go down, the value of gold goes up. Precious metals provide a safe haven when the world is in turmoil. You're going to be protected against market crashes, inflation, and world events. So call Great American Gold right now for a free consultation to get a free investor guide, free investor kit, and up to $3,000 in bonus medals too.
Call 1-800-593-1848, 1-800-593-1848.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he's hitting the lounge in every town, Frankie Frank!
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling. Frankie Frank has really had a upswing in his tempo as of late. You know, scored some big victories to get into the PP3 and
a strong friendship with Anthony Idol as well, TK.
Yeah, and that definitely helped him score some tag team victories. But tough task ahead in this one.
And introducing his opponent, from Garden Grove, California, weighing in at 350 pounds, Mikey O'Shea!
The Irish Juggernaut. Set for action. And I'll tell you what, Bulletproof Troop, you are an athletic heavyweight competitor, my man. And that's exactly what O'Shea is. This guy can get that big body moving.
Absolutely. You take a look at him, you would not think that he has the athletic ability that he has, but he can do a ton of things that I'm surprised that he can do.
Well, O'Shea definitely has the power, the strength advantage against Frankie Frank. I mean, I'll tell you what, it might seem like a small thing, but the velocity, the speed at which O'Shea hits the ropes is pretty scary.
Oh, it really is. Sticking with the jabs now is Frankie Frank. We mentioned Frankie Frank scoring some wins. If he scores a couple more, he can afford the other leg to those tights.
How's it going, Mikey?
Oh, man.
Oh. Mikey O'Shea did not look like he thought that was as funny as Frankie Frank thought it was.
Oh, takes his head off with the clothesline.
Mikey does not like it. And Mikey O'Shea now looking to keep the advantage. Full head of steam. O'Shea has been just a wrecking ball since returning to championship wrestling from Hollywood. Here you see that agility we talked about, Blake. And it's just a matter of can he keep it up over the long haul. He's built maybe more for a sprint than a marathon, O'Shea.
Oh! As long as he keeps it like this, he's going to be in control of this fight.
This is punishing TK.
Big spine buster there by the Irish juggernaut.
Not good. This is not good for Frankie Frank.
Frankie Frank's going to miss some dates on his upcoming tour. Look out here. There it is. The gunslinger. Center of the ring. Slancha.
Here is your winner, Mikey O'Shea.
The offensive assault by Mikey O'Shea, pure devastation, TK. It's downright scary.
Non-stop aggression. Too much. Frankie Frank just could not handle the pressure.
Mikey O'Shea in a land of big, tough heavyweights here, looking to climb up to the top of the food chain.
What's O'Shea doing here? Always known O'Shea to be a sportsman.
Uh-oh. Wait, apparently not. O'Shea looking to make a statement. Look out here, big power bomb. And oh, look at this face-off here. Camera now catching him. The Neon Phenomenon. Anthony Idol out here.
This is a heavyweight matchup.
These two big heavyweights nose to nose. I'd love to see them go toe-to-toe. Drawing the line in the sand.
Like two big bulls. And one of them, O'Shea, I'm surprised, backing off.
Well, O'Shea just wrestled a match. O'Shea, as if to say, I'm going to do it under my terms. And our own John Roberts is standing by. Maybe we can get some answers here.
Thank you, Todd. Mikey,
Hold up and give me the mic. Anthony Idol, let me make one thing perfectly clear to you. I don't fight big guys like you for free. You want to fight? Sign the contract and let's make money.
Well, Todd, strong words from Mikey O'Shea. It looks like there's a challenge right there, folks. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Hey folks, John Roberts from the United Wrestling Network, and boy do we have new and exciting things for you. We've got all kinds of brand new content for you that comes out every single week on The Push.
I think what makes me different from everybody else is the fact that for me it's always been about the wrestling.
We dig into the vault for Heritage Hall. We're bringing you all kinds of new and exciting content every single week.
And I always realize that my inflection there is always on the is, because I like to make it more like you're anticipating what the name is, because it's always like, this is what? And then
So make sure you give us a follow at United Wrestling, at United Wrestling Network, and click that thumbs up, click the like, click the subscribe, because you never know what's going to come next.
Millions have trusted Omega XL to relieve their pain for the last 15 years.
No amount of money would have me put my reputation on the line to endorse a product. This product works.
Omega XL, a one-of-a-kind anti-inflammatory supplement formulated to help relieve pain caused from inflammation in your back, knees, neck, and joints.
Since I've been taking Omega XL, I feel like a new man. I get up in the morning and I'm ready for the day.
Omega XL is not fish oil. The secret is it's sourced from green-lipped mussels, only found in the pristine waters of New Zealand. It contains a blend of over 30 fatty acids compared to common fish oil. It would take 10 fish oil capsules to get the same benefits of one Omega XL.
Why not spend your money on something that works? I mean, this works.
Omega XL has sold for $70, but today we reduced the price to $39.95. Call now to receive Larry's special offer, a second bottle free, a value of $140 for just $39.95. But you must call now.
And if it didn't work, I wouldn't be backing it.
Attention Medicare recipients. Are you getting the benefits you deserve? With so many options to choose from, Medicare can be confusing. Don't go it alone. Let a licensed insurance agent help you today. Many Medicare Advantage plans include benefits such as vision, hearing, dental, including dentures and extractions, and prescription drug coverage. Call Choice Policy today to see if you qualify for a Medicare Advantage plan.
Call 800-226-6604.
Attention! If you've had a hernia surgery after 2006 and suffered from serious side effects such as infection, chronic pain, organ damage, mesh shrinkage, or mesh migration, you could be eligible for financial compensation. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte right now at the number on your screen, or visit meshjustice.com now. Ethicon, a subsidiary of Johnson & Johnson, has withdrawn its PhysioMesh flexible composite mesh from the market. Again, if you've had complications from your hernia surgery after 2006, you could be eligible for financial compensation. We can find out what type of devices were used in your surgery. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte immediately at the number on your screen, or visit meshjustice.com now. You deserve justice, and the call is free. And there is no fee unless we win your case. Call now for your free case evaluation. Again, call the law offices of Wright & Schulte immediately at the number on your screen, or visit meshjustice.com now.
Welcome back, everyone, to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. There you see Jamie Beechler, Action Braxton, set for tag team action. And I guess Beechler's going to crow about some of his many accolades. Or maybe not.
And introducing their opponents from Meat Mountain at a combined weight of 482 pounds, Jay Cabrera and Bad Dude Tito, the Wolf Daddies.
I'll tell you what, Beechler and Braxton better be careful because they got two bad dudes in the form of the Wolf Zaddies. Last time we saw the Zaddies, they were making pretty quick work of Static alongside with Anthony Idol.
They sure were, and we saw Anthony Idol stepping up to the plate and going nose to nose with Mikey O'Shea, and what a heavyweight clash that would be if they ever sign on the dotted line. But yes, you're right. How impressive was the dominant victory of the Wolf Zaddies over Static in your estimation, Blake?
Absolutely. You'd had the top tag team and the Arizona State champion get absolutely wrecked.
It seemed like out of nowhere in that huge six-man main event tag team match, all of a sudden satisfaction, 1, 2, 3, emphatically it was over. And to your point, you have the Arizona State champion in the PP3 Cup era in Ray Rosas, along with the United Wrestling Tag Team champions in Andy Brown, Adrian Quest, making that even more impressive.
No! Right off the bat, we see the raw power out of Wolf Zaddies.
Jay Cabrera, big clothesline there on Action Braxton, who might get more action than he bargains for in this one. Taking on the Wolf Zaddies, one of the most dominant teams in the now 10-year history of this program.
That's right, watch out! Power slam by Cabrera.
What was that, Preppy?
What is Beechler do? I guess
blue chip, blue blood, blew your mind.
Maybe Beechler will do his own commentary too, guys. Maybe we can take this match off. What do you say? Well, maybe not.
Big spine buster.
Tito is not having any of that.
What a spine buster by the Bad Dude, and talking trash was a bad idea for JB2. 22-time Chattanooga Croquet champion, though, guys. That's got to amount for something.
Was it 22 or was it 28?
Well, you know, there's still time.
Oh!
Getting some frequent
serious elevation of frequent flyer
He's going to have a chance to go back to Chattanooga and go for some more croquet championships.
Speechless.
Free flight. Action Braxton checks back in. We saw Braxton against the Hollywood Heritage champion Watts. We saw how that went.
Oh!
Whoa, hello!
I'll tell you what, these guys got a lot of confidence. You give them that.
Almost threw Braxton right out of the ring. And the Wolf Zaddies, you got to figure they've got their eyes on the United Tag Team titles.
Notice Beechler quickly got out of dodge there.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, you better believe I would.
Man, that shoulder strike, a shoulder is a terrible thing to get hit with.
Into the cover. Yeah, in the MMA cage, you know, a headbutt's illegal. A lot of fighters use that shoulder butt up tight, don't they?
It's a smart weapon to use. A big, bony bony prominence to slam into your opponent's face, just like Che Cabrera did there.
Oh! Another belly-to-belly by bad dude Tito. And look at, you talk about athleticism as well of Cabrera. That big shoulder block with the elevation landed on his feet too, TK.
Sure did. Just scary athleticism by both members of the Wolf Zaddies. Action Braxton trying to get something going. And
oh, look at this flurry of offense.
Flurry, there we go.
Yeah, might want to call in the stuntman. JB2 dropping off the apron just as Action Braxton gets something going for his team.
Leaving Braxton in there with these two animals.
Literally getting thrown to the wolves here, guys.
What's Beechler doing? Oh!
That double flapjack, that's usually step one. Just ask Static. Might be time. Can't get no satisfaction. There it is. Center of the ring. That's a wrap.
Wolf Zaddies out here handing out Z's.
Here are your winners, the Wolf Zaddies.
Huge victory by the Wolf Zaddies. So do we just now go end scene? Is that it? End scene?
End scene, that's a wrap. Yep, that's gonna do it. Print, Wolf Zaddies dominating victory coming up. Match 4 in the best of 7 series between the Keller Bay and Lacey Ryan. We'll see you right after this.
Who's Danny Limelight Rivera? Well, for me to start that, I have to go back to where I was born and raised. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, from a humble Puerto Rican family. At the age of 17, I knew I wanted more from life, so I joined the United States Marine Corps, where I served my country for 10 years. I became a Marine Corps drill instructor, made over 350 Marines, and increased everything about who I was as a man, professionally, personally, and ambitiously. At some point, I found professional wrestling. I knew it was something I always wanted to do. I knew it was something that I wanted to gravitate to. I wanted to hear the crowd. I wanted to hear the people back home cheering for me.
Oh, symbiote DDT by Limelight.
There's not that many Puerto Rican faces on TV, and that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be that symbol for everybody. I found professional wrestling, and that bled over into stunts. I entered the world of stunts and acting, traveled all around, making movies, fight scenes, doing stair falls, all types of crazy things, putting my body out there for everybody to enjoy and entertain. Professional wrestling has brought me to where I've always wanted to be, though. I think that if it wasn't for the ring, if it wasn't for the sound of the people in the back, if it wasn't for the people at home watching, if it wasn't for my daughter back at home cheering for me, I don't think I'd still be doing it today. You know, my father has always been a big supporter of me, but my daughter, she's been the real foundation of who I am as a person. Everybody claims to be a man, but it's a different kind of feeling when you have a little girl who's cheering for you, who wants to see you do good, who's inspired by everything that you do. And it's not only her, because there's so many people all over watching, cheering, and wanting to see me and everybody else who puts their body on the line out here do this thing that we love. It's a blessing. And I know that, you know, some people look at me and they see me and they think a certain thing in their head, but they don't really know what it takes to, you know, to be Daniel Lewis Rivera. That's who I am. Brooklyn, New York taught me everything that I knew. The Puerto Rican culture raised me to be who I am. And I'm just happy to be here. And I'm happy to every day come out and give it my all when I step into that ring, whether I'm behind the cameras, in front of the cameras, you know, filming movies or short films or commercials, or if I'm just at home with my daughter teaching her things, what she wants to learn, helping her with her homework, helping her just learn about life, setting that example. I give 100% everything I do. That's who Danny Limelight Rivera is.
Shut up! Austin Body is speaking! Miss Monroe, for the next stipulation, I brought a friend, Nico Marquez.
Okay. You ruined it for me last time when you lost a match in this best of 7 series with Viperous, okay? So don't be trying to do anything. Lacey Ryan didn't even beat me, let's remember. So I just, okay. Oh, well, you walk out here, you're all big and bad, look at those muscles, who cares? Yeah. You know what, Lacey? Let's do a Falls Count Anywhere match. Nico!
We're gonna have it?
Oh, you know what? I can do that. That match starts now. Oh!
Sign, seal, deliver. Here we go. Match 4. It'll be Falls Count Anywhere, guys.
Starting off with a brawl.
anywhere inside or outside the Ocean View Pavilion. Lacey Ryan trying to capitalize on that momentum. You heard the Killer Bay mention it. Lacey Ryan got on the board by defeating Vipress, who was a substitute. That was the stipulation last time by Halston Body. It really backfired.
And listen, it was Heather Monroe who made the call for the false count anywhere, not Halston, TK.
Was looking for that bad Bishinoku driver on the ramp. Are you kidding me? And it would be perfectly legal, but a scoop. And now Heather Monroe trying to get out of there, running for the hills, nowhere to run. This thing can go and will go anywhere. Nice block by Monroe. Shot to the post, did not happen.
You talk about a dangerous matchup. You talk about a falls count anywhere match. Anything can and will happen, TK.
Making their way into the faithful here. Let's step back and look at where we're at so far. The first stipulation, you had to win by a 5-count pin. Won by Heather Monroe. Second one, submissions only. Again, won by Heather Monroe. She was up 2-0, but then battling back was Lacey Ryan with that victory over Vipress. Talk about subs only. There was a substitution in that one.
Well, now she's got Heather Monroe. Lacey Ryan has exactly what she wants. But Blake, who do you favor in this one with this stip?
You know, the momentum that Lacey has going into this match, I got my money on Lacey. Both girls were lucky to get off the ramp without too much damage, but now they're on the stairs in the crowd, and hitting the ground there is going to be a bad spot to land.
Oh, you catch those stairs on any part of your body, it's going to be ugly. Every seat's going to be a front row seat in the Ocean View Pavilion for this one. Falls count anywhere, guys, and a pivotal matchup.
Oh! Kicks her leg.
Vicious shot there. Heather Monroe called for it, so you got to think she's got a game plan here, gentlemen.
You got to think exactly that, TK. Heather Monroe knows exactly what Heather Monroe
she can go for a pin there, right on those steps.
She knows exactly what she's doing. We know that her and Halston Body always have a game plan.
And when you talk about numbers, Blake, if Heather Monroe wins this matchup, it'll be match point basically. She'd be up 3-1 with one victory to go to take home the series. That's not where Lacey Ryan wants to be.
Absolutely, that is a big hole for Lacey to have to climb out of.
Watch out!
Oh, look out here, Halston Body! Oh my goodness.
Saved her.
Yep, nope, not gonna save this time. Oh, that's gonna register on the Richter scale here. Somebody call Caltech.
Went from the frying pan into the fire on that one.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's Lacey Ryan with the cover.
Official now into position.
Again, it's falls count anywhere. In a falls count anywhere match, anything goes.
Had she jumped on that pin a little bit sooner, she might have been able to secure it.
Lacey Ryan in control right now of this wild matchup. We'll return after this. Don't go anywhere. It's crazy.
If you are like 58% of Americans, you didn't go to college. Or you did, but never finished. Maybe it's the thought of a big, intimidating campus. At Independence University, all classes are held online. Maybe it's the thought of being alone in a sea of students. At Independence U, you'll get a personal support team to help you every step of the way. Maybe it's the cost of all those books and supplies. Online means no books to buy. We even give you a new laptop and tablet to keep when you graduate. Maybe your life doesn't fit typical college classes. At Independence U, our online college fits your schedule. Let's meet a few students.
Independence University held my hand through the process.
Don't be afraid to take the leap because it has changed my life drastically. Just take the first step and you can do it. If I did it, you can do it too.
At IU, there's no barriers to your degree.
1-800-857-6107. 1-800-857-6107. This is a paid advertisement for legal services by Philip Georges. Do not stop taking prescriptions without consulting a physician.
Attention, the heartburn medication Zantac has been linked to cancer.
If you were diagnosed with breast, stomach, bladder, kidney, pancreatic, colon, or any type of cancer after using Zantac, call attorney Philip Georges and join the Wolf Pack.
You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
Call 1-800-553-2828. That's 1-800-553-2828.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned. I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, only $29.99 with your promo code. With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sleep well, America!
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.
Match 4 of this best of 7 series continue. They're going outside here. They're going outside the Ocean View Pavilion. If you're just joining us, this is match 4 of a best of 7 series. Heather Monroe leads 2-1, and this is Falls Count Anywhere. Literally, look at this.
We thought the ramp was a dangerous place for this fight to be happening, but outside in the parking lot, it doesn't get much worse than that.
Hands into the locker there. Look at the smile on the kisser of Heather Monroe. Anything and everything can be used as a weapon. Better be careful. Isn't your car parked out there?
Hey, careful, careful. My car's out there.
How's that feel, Lacey?
The way Heather attacked Lacey's fingers there, let's see how well Lacey's able to continue grappling with that hand.
Oh, look at the joint manipulation here. Just sickening offense here by Heather Monroe. Might get the submission, if nothing else. Damage done, Blake?
Absolutely. Very smart to go for the weakest link in the chain, and the hand is definitely one of the most vulnerable parts of the body.
Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? There's a dumpster in play, TK?
Well, we had a dumpster match years ago. It was for the Heritage title, and this one can and will go anywhere. Look out, Halston Body's made his way out there.
Oh, again, look at that. Heather Monroe just putting the boot right on the hand of Lacey Ryan.
And Lacey Ryan's such a striker, guys. This could take away a lot of the offense of Lacey Ryan, who can afford another loss.
Again, this is a dangerous situation, dangerous matchup. Again, outside the Ocean View Pavilion in the parking lot.
Oh, are one of these girls gonna go in the dumpster?
Oh no, look at, breaking the momentum there was Lacey Ryan. Looking for a suplex, oh my goodness. Who knows what is in there? That's got to be like a nightmare for the Killer Bay, the elitist.
Halston Body, look at the concern on his face.
Both girls fighting for grips, trying to throw the other one in.
Killer Bay biting now. Anything goes, guys. As legal as a wrist lock in this thing. You can do absolutely anything to your opponent. It's come to this.
Watch out!
There's the scoop. Oh, Halston saved her. Can you believe it?
Halston Body with the save there. And now Monroe and Ryan again fighting, ladies and gentlemen. Oh!
Halston trying for the cheap shot. Lacey Ryan. Whoa! Halston in the dumpster!
Oh! Halston Body in the dumpster!
Take out the trash. I hope it's trash day. Bring in the truck.
Tell us how you really feel, Lacey.
Wait a second, they're making their way. It looks like they're making their way back here inside the Ocean View Pavilion.
And more importantly, Halston Body's going to be a non-factor in this thing, and he has been such an influence on this entire series.
Absolutely, this almost went from a
little bit. They both have bottles here, guys.
Bottles.
Both digging into that dumpster, pulling out beer bottles here. We're right by the beach. Somebody out there having a good time.
Oh no, Nico! The bottle over the head, the skull of Nico Marquez. What just happened?
Talk about hitting the bottle.
Oh!
And now the post eats the other one there, and so the bottles are now out of play in this thing.
Glass in the ring, TK.
Oh, yep, you got to be careful for that. Look out here, though, trying to take advantage.
Oh!
Bad Bishinoku driver. Oh, she's going to go up. She's going to go up in the series. No, Lacey Ryan finds a way to kick out. How many people has the Killer Bay put away? And what's it do to your psyche if your best shot doesn't get it done, Blake?
Who knows? It's definitely a very mentally debilitating thing when you know you can throw everything you got at somebody and they're able to just take it and continue fighting.
Look to double up. Look at this. We've seen it before. That vicious knee strike. Heather Monroe rolling to the outside. Now, normally that would bring you to safety, but not here, fellas, because Lacey can go for the cover anywhere.
Absolutely. At least it's going to buy her a little bit of time. That was a huge strike by Lacey.
I want to get a camera out there and get a shot of Halston Body in the dumpster.
Lacey
Here's the
with
cover.
Only a 2. I'll tell you what, TK, this match has quickly escalated.
It really has. These stipulations getting wilder and wilder, and I think there was some dissension between Halston Body and Heather Monroe, with Halston putting Vipress in as the sub on that last one, costing Monroe a victory. You got to believe that Heather Monroe wanted the sweep.
Well, now again, Heather Monroe, Lacey Ryan on the outside of the ring. We've seen Halston Body go into a dumpster. We've seen a bottle crash over the skull of Nico Marquez. There's glass in the ring. This thing is out of control.
I'll tell you, head matchmaker Nico Marquez is going to have one hell of a hangover when he wakes up. That is for sure. But these two continue to battle with so much on the line. A pivotal victory in this best of 7. You don't want to go down 3-1. You know, the stats in sports history will show that would put Lacey Ryan in almost insurmountable odds, and it's not looking good. Looking for the cover now. Heather Monroe looking to put her away and go up in the series. Not yet. What a battle, guys.
What a battle. And again, if Heather Monroe wins here, if she wins here, she goes up 3-1. 3-1. Those are tough odds, Blake.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, Lacey Ryan's so tough. Battles
DDT.
DDT. You got to wonder if there's still shards of glass anywhere in the vicinity of the ring. It looks like there's something there. Here's the cover. And now it's Heather Monroe testing her mettle, digging down deep, kicking out. Who wants it more?
So much hatred, so much bad blood. We're seeing it here on display. Our main event here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and what a main event it is.
What a vendetta this has become. What a competitive and heated rivalry. Now back to where this match started there up on the ramp.
I absolutely love watching women compete in combat sports because they come here with something to prove.
Was looking for that bad Bichinoku driver again. Nobody home. Nice block. Spinning back kick.
Took her head off.
Going, gone.
Lacey signaling for the end.
Big running shot. Here we go. Cover on the ramp. She did it.
Here is your winner, Lacey Ryan.
I got to tell you guys, in more ways than one, this was a war to settle the score, and that's exactly what Lacey Ryan did. Let's look at the replay here. Bottles come into play. Bottle right to the head, and Nico Marquez. Wildness ensuing.
Absolutely unbelievable. And then, of course, Lacey misses, hits the bottle, smashes against the ring post. And, of course, in the end, Lacey Ryan with the running knee. Big victory. Now, get some revenge against Heather Monroe.
We are all tied up. What's going to be next? We'll see you next week.
Did I say mayhem or did I say mayhem to close out this edition of Championship Wrestling presented by West Coast Pro Wrestling? We're going to need to get a cleanup detail out there stat after that match between Heather Monroe and Lacey Ryan. But that is going to do it for this week's episode of Championship Wrestling. Come on back again next week as I will take you into the archives for some of the very best in the illustrious history of Championship Wrestling. But until then, I want to remind you all to continue to stay safe, be good to one another, wash your hands, and wear your masks. It's easy to do, and it'll be the quickest way for us to end this whole pandemic. Until then, thanks so much for watching, wrestling fans.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.